Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Lots of stuff happening today. I got a lot of articles open, and let's not waste any more time. First of all, Bitcoin broke out to the upside. You guys most likely already saw it. It was a pretty big event though, as I personally believe that since so many people are anticipating a death cross to happen, which is again why the 50 EMA crosses below the 200 EMA, that there were so many shorts open, which caused a break to the downside, that once the whales and the institutions and some of the big guys just start to notice that, the price moved and touched back at the 200 EMA purely because of all that downwards pressure that they wanted to play in on and make some money on. Again, when we broke to the upside, there was still a lot of negativity, still a lot of pessimism, because a lot of people thought that it was another fake out because we saw it to the downside twice. But no, as it currently stands, it is a bullish breakout depending on how this candle is going to close. And yes, guys, I am still in my XRP trade. Don't think I've given up. Don't think I've sold out. If I ever sell out of my position, I will tell you, but I've told you. I always want to have an XRP long position open, as I firmly believe that if I just get this liquidation price lower and lower and lower, I will never get out of it, and it's going to make me a ton of money if XRP keeps going up, which again, over the longer term, I think it will. Now, Kim Kardashian promotes crypto scam. Big hack in play. Not exactly sure about what she is promoting. I just saw this thing over in this article, and it comes from Instagram. She has 200-ish million followers or so they probably gave her a nice little premium, probably like $1 million or so to promote something like that, but that's not good, all right? That is not good. Really big deal, really negative deal. Make sure you watch out for this type of stuff and warn your friends and family about scams like this, all right? Or about projects which are so ridiculously sketchy. It's not officially a scam just quite yet, but it's kind of one of those coins, right, that you don't really want to mess with if you know crypto. Just quickly letting you guys know for your family and your friends. Ripple Price Analysis, XRP Bulls Battle to Defend 2020 highs. These are the levels to watch. To be honest, I don't think you should really be watching XRP too closely right now. Focus on Bitcoin, by far the most important thing as it currently stands. That's the one with a death cross lurking. That's the one that people are all paying attention to, and that's the one which is going to make the decision and which is really talked about over the next couple of days. So if you want my own personal opinion, watch Bitcoin and let XRP's future be decided once Bitcoin direction is known, basically. So if we know a bullish breakout is happening and we're just going to that side, okay, then focus on XRP. If we know the downside is coming, okay, focus on XRP. Right now, Bitcoin will make the key decision. On another note, a lot of people have been asking me in the comment section, Dusty, how much of an effect will Ripple really have on the XRP price? And that's actually a really difficult question to answer, like you most likely already saw me say a couple of times in the comment section. Now, from a certain perspective, everything that Ripple is doing related to XRP should at one point or another grow the ecosystem, which should increase the demand for XRP, which should increase the price. But saying that one of Ripple's solutions that Ripple creates for Ripple will increase the XRP price, that's difficult. And whether or not Ripple's own efforts actually increase the XRP price is also difficult. You might say there's an indirect increase because, for example, Ripple builds an ecosystem and thus now there's more demand and the price rises. That would not be too crazy. Then again, Ripple would like to argue that it's not them who are increasing the price. It's not their efforts, but it's only Bitcoin. It's a difficult one because I would like to say, nah, there's been a couple of cases, but then again, what it ultimately comes down to is the biggest factor that moved the XRP price by far is what the SEC has been doing. And that's again where I get kind of confused. I'm like, are we talking about only direct consequences or also very far indirect? Because from that perspective, then Binance has moved the XRP price for listing it, and a Coinbase has moved the price for delisting it. Is that the truth though? Are we really considering that to be, an effort by Coinbase to move the price lower, or is that just like an indirect type of thing from the SEC lawsuit, or how exactly do we classify it all? Since I'm a little bit confused about that, I'm not speculating on it. However, the ODL corridors being set up are directly arranged by Ripple, and that's again where kind of the discrepancy or the difficulty lies. A new corridor is a huge new market for XRP, and it will definitely help out Ripple's business / XRP's utility. And in the end, utility should equal to some degree price. But can we really say that it will instantly increase the price? No. And can we even dare to say that this will increase the price in general? It's so hard. Like, if we say yes, then we'll be contradicting Ripple. If we say no, then it kind of feels like I'm lying to myself, because I believe that a lot of these things will ultimately increase the demand for XRP so much because, again, it has so much utility, right? A lot of these coins, why are they valued? Because they have such utility, not because they should go up in price to be used. That's one part of it, as XP should become the quote-unquote standard, like you guys all say. Then, of course, the price needs to go up to some degree. But for utility, the price doesn't necessarily need to go up on most points. Yet again, people will want to have it because of the utility that it has. XRP price is still undecided as bearish Ripple technicals signal accumulate. A little bit of a stupid article if you were to ask me, but again, it's about some technical analysis. XRP price triggers a death cross signal on the 12-hour chart, not one I really watch myself. Ripple supported by the neckline of a multi-year inverse head and shoulder pattern. That one is, I guess, more valid. And then bear flag pattern remains live after producing a sell signal on June 3rd. A couple more people have been talking about that, but I did not pay too much attention to it. Here's the chart, though, that they pulled up. And yeah, the death cross happened right there. Price fell down a little bit, but I don't think too much of it, to be honest with you. Then, Ripple CTO, David Schwartz, says Uniswap is not DeFi, it's not decentralized. Guys, for a little second, if you're watching this video right now and you want to help out the channel a little bit, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Just quickly letting you guys know that if you aren't, the like button helps for the YouTube algorithm, and the subscribe button is just so you're notified every time some new news happens. I try my best to get these videos as soon as possible to you guys and as easy as possible to understand, but also as summarized as possible. If you ever have any feedback that's not too rude, you can always let me know in the comment section, but I'm always trying my best to improve this type of stuff. In a recent tweet, David Schwartz, Ripple CTO, took a swipe at red-hot automated market maker Uniswap, claiming that Ethereum's killer app is actually not decentralized. Uniswap v3 is not DeFi. If some person or group has an enforceable legal right to tell others how they can and cannot use it, it is not decentralized. And he believes that the protocol is centralized because it's controlled by Uniswap Labs, the foundation behind the project. They get to choose where it runs, which is sufficient to provide total control. And again, that's a really difficult one, right? It is really difficult nowadays to exactly pinpoint what we consider to be decentralization. Yet, because David Schwartz is so knowledgeable about all of this, and it's actually claimed or mentioned that he, David Schwartz, had built the very first decentralized exchange on the XP Ledger back in 2012 with Ripple's co-founder Arthur Brito. You know, if you put those things together, then sometimes I'm like, you know what, let's just trust this man's words for it. If he says, no, it's not truly decentralized, I'll take it. Because this man, David Schwartz once more, is the man I look up most to out of any person in the crypto space. Satoshi Nakamoto, Charles Hoskinson, nothing in comparison to David Schwartz, in my own opinion, purely because we don't know who Satoshi is, and Charles has a lot of knowledge, don't get me wrong, but it's in a completely different field. With David Schwartz, it seems so ridiculously broad, and with Charles, it feels like he's mostly on the Ethereum Cardano type of side. Even though, again, he most likely has a lot of knowledge about oracles, a lot of knowledge about XRP Ledger 2, maybe, I'm not sure. But David Schwartz feels like he knows crypto from the inner core, right? Also being a developer for Bitcoin, or at least a contributor, I should call it, in 2011 or stuff like that. He's been working with this stuff for the last 3 decades or so, even though he wasn't even there just quite. He had some patents. I really look up to this man. You don't even want to know how much. It's crazy. Canadian purpose Bitcoin ETF holdings at an all-time high. So the Canadian ETF, the Bitcoin ETF, is something we actually haven't talked too much about on the channel. Of course, we mentioned the moment it went live and us all speculating about it because that was a really cool time, but we didn't really cover how exactly the Canadian ETF is moving along. So the purpose Bitcoin ETF is what it's called. Holdings have reached an all-time high of 19.7 thousand freaking Bitcoin. That actually mesmerized me for a little second. That much already? 19 freaking thousand Bitcoin? The dip in the Bitcoin market has not scared off Canadian investors. Purpose also released an Ethereum ETF in April, and these guys are expanding. Yet again, think about it for yourself, right? This line is going to be extremely beautiful as time goes on. I also would like to believe, and I would also like to stay here, that this is going to go so exponential as Bitcoin gets another run up, so to speak. There will be so many people who just want to quickly jump on in, and through an ETF, it might be one of the easiest ways to do that for them. It's going to be so crazy. But all it takes is another little strike upwards for Bitcoin. ETFs, of course, need to be there for a little while before people actually get the trust. And of course, with this big domino effect and right now many new articles of proper crypto regulation, they finally got some more faith in it, I would believe, or more certainty that it's not going to be regulated to shreds. With that said, Bitcoin ETFs, no, I think there's going to be so much more interest in them over the next couple of weeks, and I think it's going to be pretty damn crazy. Again, guys, I should also quickly mention, some people say, Dusty, the bonuses on BuyBit are fake, you can't get them. No, BuyBit literally has community managers, right? So people who can handle the community to kind of make the discussions between, for example, the YouTubers and the people watching, I guess, possible or easy. And what they literally told me is right now, there's $1,705 or $1,710 bonus. I can actually look the email right now. Official email from BuyBit. It's not a joke. It's not impossible. You just need to know how you have to do it. Right here. June 2021, ongoing campaigns. BuyBit new user bonus, $1,705 plus a 12% APY on your money, plus cloud mining with a little asterisk behind it, plus a trading competition. And then you can see how exactly the bonus is split up. You have $1,010 for the bonus bash, $95 from Doge campaign, $100 from Reward Hub, $500 from referral program, 12% APY from Balance Booster, plus cloud mining, plus trading competition. And then there's a link for my own self. You know what? I'll actually put that link in the description down below so you can actually see the real overview of how to claim the bonus instead of just your sign up page. Because a lot of you guys don't get how you get the bonus. I got you, right? Don't worry about it. I'll get you in the comment section this time. Then there's so many new articles which I actually want to talk about. Let me quickly summarize it. This one here, Bitcoin, the new economic freedom index. It's one fun thing that I have been talking about or thinking about recently, how a lot of these countries which had some really negative or difficult political situations, how they've been saved up or helped in some way, shape, or form by Bitcoin and by the popularization of Bitcoin, right? There's, I guess, some global action against crypto. They're trying to in some degree, I guess, to kind of circumvent, stop it or whatever. You know what the thing is, guys? I believe a lot of this banning is because they're afraid of the people's freedom to some degree. And so you can see it from two sides. One, the more they ban it, the more they're trying to kind of stall or make smaller, I'm not sure what the best word for it is, your freedom. In a different other sense, you can also see the more they ban it or regulate it, the more that people actually need it. So the more that people actually use it in those places because, well, the heavier you're going to regulate something, the more demand for it there's going to be, all right? At least not always. Maybe it's not maybe like a one-to-one, but it's definitely something which we can kind of think about, right, in that sense. Now, Jack Dorsey tweets support for Nigerian Bitcoin adoption. Bitcoin is going crazy in Nigeria, like crazy. Even at the Bitcoin conference recently, they were talking about it, like how that country there is just emancipating like crazy right now, growing in the crypto realm. But still, the whole Bitcoin Nigeria situation is so odd. I've read myself up a couple of times. It's so odd. But I think it will fix itself in due time as well. They've been going left, right, first of all, really being negative towards it. Now, last couple of weeks being really positive towards it. Let us see. Thomas Hodge of Cryptology reports that the SEC has still not answered the petition entitled End the War on XRP, which carried over 30,000 signatures. This one here is, there was a signature by a lot of XRP holders to basically get this lawsuit against Ripple stopped from the SEC. Do an investigation into Jay Clayton and William Hinman, and let Gary Gensler make a proper rulebook for cryptos, basically, something like that. And it was basically a change.org with 30,000 signatures to show it to the chairman, Gary Gensler. He didn't check it out, and right now, a couple of weeks later, it's still reported now that we have gotten no answer whatsoever to that petition. So nobody's actually reading it, nobody's actually doing anything about it, which is kind of strange, right? You'd think if 30,000 people fight a letter to the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, who is sworn to protect investors and whose job it basically is to help out with this type of stuff, are not replying for weeks. It's kind of skewed. It's kind of strange. Then Fed explores a once-in-a-century bid to remake the US dollar. Let's not cover this one today. It's a really big story, but oh my days. If you start to get into the US dollar, the safety and the hazards and exactly how things are changing with these CBDCs, it's a whole new world. And then XRP, the standard production, came in with a little article here. Sorry, I should say tweet. Of Elon Musk, which is just not real, all right? Just want to quickly say again, XRP, the standard production, makes a lot of fun stuff, but it's all satire, it's all fake. This right here about Elon Musk buying XRP, it is fake, all right? It is fake, fake, fake. Don't worry about it. It is fake. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Again, there's a $1,700 or whatever, you just heard me read the numbers, a bonus on BuyBit right now. If you want anything else to be covered, let me know in the comment section down below. Whatever coin you like, let me know. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.